Hello and welcome everyone, Stormy Sensei here. Tonight we'll be playing some more Triangle Strategy. We've made it to Chapter 13. Chapter 12 was very interesting. We didn't fight anyone as far as story sessions were, or story battles were concerned, but we kind of defeated the entire army of Hyzante. And we were made into one of the Saintly Seven, and we're teaming up with Hyzante now in order to fight against Aefrost. We're gonna drive them away. We also heard at the end of chapter 12 that the seat of power in Glenbrook, the Aefrost siblings basically, Gustadolf, Thalia, and Erica, are going to be splitting up. So, Erica will be coming to Hyzante, Thalis will be in Glenbrook, and Gustadolf will be in Aesfrost. So I'm pretty sure that we're kind of working towards the finale. Working towards it. I think we're in the final act now. Hello there to Puffy Kong and to Pi.
Aesfrost and Glenbrook remained strong after declaring a trade stop with Hyzante. Gustadolf sends Erica to Hyzante to deliver his ultimatum, and dispatches an army to Glenbrook to increase the pressure on the Holy State. Hyzante, under the banner of Prince Roland, sends Minister Serenoa Wolffort of the Saintly Seven to prepare for retaliation. Softly but surely, Norzelia descends into war once more.
Chapter 13, Part 1, Our Time Has Come. Am I enjoying Arceus so far? I am. I think that I'd be able to put a lot of hours into it. I played some for about 2 hours this morning. It was pretty good.
Those are the Archduke's wishes. I implore you not to forget that this is his final offer. Come to think of it, I heard that Wolffort was added to your saintly ranks. Where might he be?
I'm afraid I cannot answer that. The dealings of the Saintly Seven are our business, and ours alone.
How disappointing. I had hoped to congratulate him on his promotion.
That wretched woman. Those are hardly wishes.
Aesfrost all but demands us open the source to restore our diplomatic relations.
The Duchy fears neither a lack of salt nor the goddess's shield. We can assume they have a plan in mind.
They've discovered,
Then
or
this
they've
was no
created
more
the
than a
ballista.
ploy to stall for time. We had best expedite House Wolffort's plans to take the capital. Minister Exham, send word to Minister Serenoa.
What if we get to team up with Exham? I wouldn't mind it.
You wish to lend us Hyzante's new weapon?
Yes, it was a directive from the Holy One. The weapon is one Minister Lila developed in secret.
What is that?
I compressed a vast quantity of magic into crystal form. We call this weapon Elfric.
Okay.
The blast crystals have yet to be perfected, but they can decimate a castle wall easily enough.
We thank you for your support.
Be forewarned that their power makes them unwieldy in an average battle.
They are not meant to be used on people. Furthermore, we are only giving you a single blast crystal.
Playing Earthbound now? Oh, yeah, that's on the Nintendo Entertainment System for the Switch Online service. She's pretty good. Hey there, Jinx. Good to see you again.
Regardless, I am certain it will come in handy while recapturing Whiteholm Castle.
Its incomplete nature makes it regrettably tricky to use, but Milo should be able to take care of that for you.
Who's Milo? Is that the bewitching dancer?
Use them both wisely.
I don't trust her, like at all.
I am Milo.
Envoy to the Saintly Seven, Milo. Dancer who appears almost out of thin air to do the Saintly Seven's bidding. She serves as their spy and can easily hold her own in a fight.
A dancer by trade, but assistant to the Saintly Seven on occasion.
I think you got that backwards, but okay.
I shall serve you, Minister Serenoa, until we reclaim the capital.
You sure you'll be okay?
You needn't worry. It isn't my first time flirting with danger.
A Hyzantean spy?
Very likely.
The blast of the Elfric should help you catch the enemy unawares. Both my army and Minister Camcel's will join in the attack. Can we entrust command to you, Minister Serenoa?
Most certainly. And the crystal will be key in our plan to reclaim Glenbrook.
I've been playing Jump Force since have school stuff. Okay then. Alright, any new things we can upgrade here? Okay, we got a few things. There's a lot of stuff with iron we can get. I have 0 quality iron. Increase the effect of Bulwark and Raising Beast. Those are pretty good. That's pretty good. Square Roots. ROOTS. Square Roots are pretty cool. Like you take a number and multiply it by itself, that's a square. So 2 times 2 is 4. So then the square root of 4 would be 2. Although technically it would have 2 roots, because if you multiply -2 and -2 together, you also get 4. Quality fiber, quality timber. I need that for sure. Also need that. She could get an upgraded character class, but that's probably not that great. You could as well. Luck, speed, movement, damage. Decrease the TP of Moment of Truth by 1. I think Moment of Truth is the good one. Alright, I think everyone has taken everything they can. I don't even have money. Okay, that's the thing that's stopping me there. Necklace. Okay, I guess that's the next thing. The next level of stuff. Oh, there's more raw materials now for me to buy, which is wonderful. Anything new or exciting? I mean, I guess the only thing that's new for me since you've last watched me is the fact that I'm going to have a month-long vacation in October. That's pretty far away from now, though. Other than that, we're still playing Triangle Strategy. We've played a little bit of Legends Arceus as well. This is be good. Let's see here, the Rosellan Uprising, Saintly 7, Roselia River Ships, Beagle's Nature Records Part 2 and 3, and the State of the Grand Norzelian Mines. So we just need to get some more of that. That'll be good. Let's see if there is a new quest. So I do have a new mental mock battle. Your allies have been separated by enemy forces. Defeat the enemy general before Serenoa falls to troops surrounding him. Entrust Serenoa's protection to a stout defender to guarantee victory. I just so happen to have a stout defender, so that'll be very easy. I also could just, what's it called? I can always use my light wave to just teleport Serenoa out of there. Beat the enemy commander or lose to Serenoa. Where is Serenoa, though? Okay. Why are the Rosellan working with the enemy? This is not important. Where is the commander? Are you the commander? The assassin here? Hidden healing technique. Grants HP to all allies within range and raise their accuracy and evasion for 3 turns. That's pretty useful. They have some synergy here. We've got mages that know Scorch and rogues that know how to throw oil on squares. Jump of 3. He does have a jump of 3. Unfortunate. Taking care of puppies. That's nice. These guys are gonna hurt a lot. Put Eridor over here. Benedict. Alright, so the plan, I guess, is first to kill this archer here. As much as we're able to. And then start swinging over this direction. Is this an archer? It's a battle mage. Not an archer, not an archer. Oh, this is actually an archer. That's unfortunate. I could have a strategy where I just go backwards here. I think that I need to move someone over here. Maybe Julio. This looks good. Should I do something about the fact that Anna and Jens aren't involved? Nah, I think I'll be fine. Alright, prepare for battle. Thanks for stopping by, Jinx. I'll see you around.
Now then. My turn. Out of my way!
Time to take flight.
If I get this crit.
My arrow flies true. My pride is my shield. Yeah!
Oh, no crit. How unlucky. No damage? I'm okay with that. Took off half my HP. Not cool.
For the honor of House Wolffort.
Let us pry out their weakness. Stay composed.
Perfect.
Here I come!
So I'll move up to turn 16 with that by doing nothing. That'd be pretty nice. Let's see, I'd only get this person to attack during that time and this person to attack. I'd only really get hit by up to 2 people. Yeah, only 2 people would attack by that turn.
Let me heal your wounds.
This is what I do.
Sorry to worry you. I'll take you on!
Alright, I really need this to hit here. Oh, provoke, come on. You can't go by 1 more square? He's got 2 turns until he can do anything, so I'll provoke here. 37% there, 86% there.
I'll be your shield!
Did not work.
Strike while the iron's hot.
This is far from over.
Much appreciated.
An honor and a privilege to serve.
Hidden curse technique.
I fight for peace.
Wouldn't mind a potion.
Yeah, I suppose a potion would be pretty nice here.
I do not miss.
Most interesting. To further the arcane arts.
My time is now.
Do I put out the fires with ice? Or do I just kill things now?
The
60% chance to paralyze. Hope for a little bit of luck. You get a little bit of luck.
Allow me.
Is this a safe square? It is not. Okay. So I almost kill this person. It's not a back shot though. I would kill that one obviously, because they're like practically dead already. That one is paralyzed, so I don't really need to worry so much about them. I wonder if I can do even more damage by using edged arrow. 55, 54 versus 56. Because they actually don't have much defense, it doesn't really matter what I use here.
Slow.
I chose that attack because I was in a safe zone, so it just made more sense.
Be gone.
It doesn't really help my case too much.
This is it.
Oh, I forgot
Time to
about
take
that
flight.
part. That's pretty cool.
Not another step.
You've done it now.
I fight for peace.
Oh boy, that just puts out a lot of fire. I could put fire absorption on and then walk through the flames to heal a little bit, but like that seems kind of like a waste of a turn.
right there!
Oh no!
What should I do?
First, let's see where I can move, actually, after this. Things are actually not looking too great for me. Keeler, are you gonna get a chance to heal this person? You are. Nice.
Now! I shirk from no danger. Defeat is not an option.
Really? 14?
I'll make this quick.
Let us pry out their weakness. Stay composed.
I feel better than ever.
That's a really good delay strike right there.
I shall do what I can. Allow me. Thank you.
It's only a flesh wound.
Ramfo actually won't work here. I'm gonna have to do it from here. And from that perspective, yeah, I'm gonna just use Ramfo here.
You're in the way! Strike while the iron's hot. This is far from over. Aye, I'll keep on then. Are we not finished? Ice wall.
Very well.
I don't really see a point in doing much with her. He attacks next. He's going to kill Eridor probably. I'll go ahead and restore him.
I owe ya.
They attack next turn.
Stay down.
No paralysis. 60% chance. I think he's dead. Oh, barely not. I can't believe it.
Impressed? Now then. Charge!
Darn, they're able to still get in, going against me.
Did you see that?
Time to take flight.
Focus. You'll get no mercy from us. I fight for peace. Stay right there.
Sure hope the Gila gets another turn before this archer does.
Defeat is not an option. Ah! For my kith and kin.
He's got a jump of 3, because of course he does.
There is no mercy on the battlefield. All for victory.
He lived on 1 HP.
I
That's
feel
crazy.
better than ever.
My knowledge grows deeper.
This is bad. Don't be afraid. Let me heal your wounds.
No, he actually needs more HP than that. I should have used the strong one.
You
The one
saved
who
my
heals
neck.
by a lot.
One step closer to our hope.
I forgot that I have it.
I'll take you on!
I need this
Come
hit.
and get me!
Nice. Sometimes I just need a little bit of luck.
I'll take it from here.
Actually, I have to stay here. I can't move. The enemies get a shortcut to attacking me if I
Nice, you've
don't.
done it now! Look at me learning. Ah!
I'll be fine.
I actually can't do anything about this. Guess I could throw a healing pellet on myself.
My time is now.
Also can't do anything about this either. I guess I could throw a pellet at him for the kill. Well, I had the most amount of. Got 8 of these ranged windstones, but they're ranged, so I'll use this instead.
You'll regret facing me! My prayers are vindicated.
Nice. We got Rite of Tempests. Unfortunate.
Allow me!
Went through all that trouble to save him. Still ended up dying.
I won't lose! Did you see that?
Roland is like a
Time to
killing
take flight.
machine. Like kills everything nowadays.
I didn't mean to let you down.
I fight for peace.
Things are looking pretty bad for us, actually.
Carefully.
I'll make this quick.
Let us pry out their weakness.
I could have done that from like on turn 1, and this would have trivialized the whole thing, but there's a bit more suspense doing it this way.
This is our chance.
Oh, now that feels good.
Let me heal your wounds.
Well, it takes 3 of those to do that. Okay.
For one and all, you have my gratitude.
Ha! That tickled.
Will I be
Show
able to get
me
away?
what you're made of.
Absolutely no way I'm getting away.
I'll be fine.
Behold true power.
I'm reminded that you were just playing Earthbound. And I was like, what are you doing out at this time of night? Summons the Tempest and decreases the bow accuracy of all enemies and allies for 5 turns. Well, no one even... I'm the only one that has bows at this point, so that doesn't matter. Epic
Heavens,
Rainstorm.
heed me.
Oh, me too.
Allow me.
My turn.
Time to take flight.
Oh, me too.
He's gonna die to poison? Really?
Allow me.
That's so messed up. So close. We're getting a Schneidog raid here. We got Ballomatic Gamer, E. Miller, Rise of Zin, Ancient One, Alex.
For the honor of House Wolffort.
The Grande Gamer, Ace Dragon, lots of people here. Irish Potato. And Cubs player. But no Schneidog though. Welcome everyone. Let me guess what you were playing. I don't actually remember. I know that I saw a notification for Kirby earlier on. Is that what you were playing just now? The latest Kirby game that just came out?
Mercy on the battlefield.
I go ahead and give myself some tankiness here.
Stay composed.
Steady now. May as well. He's not going to get 2 turns anyway by the time he gets there. There's Schneidog. I was waiting for you. How was the stream? Tell me what you were playing. I'm assuming it was Kirby.
I thought I had him.
Let me heal your wounds. Be at ease.
You have my thanks.
Very well.
I think that we got like 2 more turns maybe? Maybe 1 more turn? No, he's pretty tanky actually.
Stay down.
Hey there, Code Red. Welcome to the channel. Got a pretty powerful raid here actually. So for those of you that are here for the first time, Stormy Sensei here. I play mostly RPG games. But I do some viewer stuff as well, like Pokemon Unite and Super Smash Brothers. And if you are here and you don't know who Schneidog is, as my bot says, he does a lot of playthroughs of stuff. I saw him play Crash Insane Trilogy the other day, and he's also got Kirby on his channel as well. So like lots of single player stuff, but also plays some Unite and Smash as well. So there's a lot of
Time to take flight.
crossover between the 2 of us. If you like one, you'll probably like the other. So be sure to cross-pollinate.
I will end this.
I think this actually works. Maybe it won't because of the rain. It's hard to say. Scorch would kill. Blazing Chain would obviously kill. Pillars of Flame would almost kill. I'm gonna go with Scorch. Actually, I want to see what happens when I use Pillar of Flames here. Oh, they're not gonna make it in time. They're going the long way
Not
around.
an option.
Streams are going pretty well.
There is no mercy on the
As I'm sure you know, this game is pretty great. I'm surprised that the Spire is able to burn in the what's it called? Benedict gets the final hit here. This game's been pretty awesome so far.
You were overconfident.
We're like pretty deep into the story here. I know that you were thinking about picking up this game for yourself. I do recommend this game for sure. If you're going to stream it, then maybe do normal mode. Like you could have like a hard mode like self playthrough or something with a streaming normal mode, because like some of these battles take like 2 hours to do, and like some of them like you'll be playing for an hour and then you'll lose due to the third wave of reinforcements, and then you basically have to start over. So it can be a bit much. Do I like League of Legends? I've never played League of Legends, but I think that I would enjoy it a lot. Because I've watched gameplay and it looks interesting, and I like anything that has any sort of strategy involved with it. And I'm pretty competitive. Like, I pretty much spend a couple of months getting really into a competitive game, and then I drop and move on to something else really competitive, and then occasionally I stick around with some certain things. So, you know, no and yes. Ballomatic is not banned. Well, most of the people don't know Kever, so I don't get banned in other live streams. I know Kever M, but even if Kever came here himself and said, hey, I think you should ban this person, you know, I probably wouldn't, because I only ban people when they do something wrong in my chat in particular, so it's whatever. I don't really care about your history in other places, as long as you follow the rules here. Thanks for coming by, Clubs Player. Thanks for joining in on the raid. We were playing Kirby the game. It was a lot more fun than expected. Oh, I'm glad to hear that, actually. I'll probably pick it up myself, like, next month or so. You won't ban me if I stay here? No. That'd be... like, you haven't done anything, as far as I know. Well, I mean, it doesn't matter. Like, other people have told me what you've done, and if you were to come in impersonating one of my regulars or anyone else, and you were to be caught pretending to be someone else, I would ban you at that point, but you haven't done that today, so, you know, I have no reason to ban you. Movement up would be really nice for this character, but so would magic up, and also Frosty Fetters damage up. I think I'm going to start with Frosty Fetters damage up. And then next I'll go before the movement up, and then magic. What if I came up with a channel and came up with Kever on my own? I mean, it would be kind of surprising if you came up with your own channel, because, like, let's say that there are multiple people named Kever, right? Like, for example, there are a lot of people named John, right? So I get people named John coming to my channel all the time, but they're not impersonating each other. They're just different people that happen to be named John or whatever. But, like, if you have the same profile picture and you try to talk like them and you try to say things that they would say, then you know, then it becomes an impersonation, you know? I think the only thing I could do is increase that one. Let's see, does anyone need any quality timber? No one else needs the timber. Actually, no. Hewitt needs quality timber as well, so... different content, different profile picture, different way of speaking, you're fine. Well, you know, sometimes people are cautious because, you know, if something bad has happened on their channel before and they don't want anything bad to happen to their channel in the future, they might be more cautious than usual to make sure. Okay, so I'm not going to upgrade that. So even if you meant no harm, you know, maybe they're just protecting themselves. I'm going to increase my luck here. I still have room for one more. Okay, I can actually get leather upgrade here. Do I want that though? Does anyone else need leather? No, no one else actually. I see last character to upgrade there. So I may as well. Increase the effect of charms, increase the success rate of ruffle feathers. That's what I really need. I need some quality fiber for that. And money, obviously. YouTube, I guess it's so sensitive, and Twitch they're not. I mean, probably because Twitch is there's so many streamers on Twitch that most of the time any one particular streamer is not very important, so to I mean not to say that people are important based on their following or whatnot, but you know, I can assure you that if you were to go to a Smash stream and pretend to be Hungrybox, they would probably say something along the lines of, "Oh, I can't believe it's Hungrybox," and as soon as they find out that you were tricking them and you actually aren't Hungrybox, they'd probably ban you. Because like on Twitch, you don't even have like profile pictures, do you? Like, I don't remember there being profile pictures, and like there's a lot less brand recognition on Twitch as well. Like, because like you only get the last couple of videos, or the last 2 weeks worth of videos and whatnot on your channel, and you don't really get what's it called? Like, I have a lot of, well, not me, because I don't really put too much effort in it, but like you got like channel banners and like intros and all this other stuff that's condensed in YouTube videos, and like Twitch doesn't really have all of that, you know? I don't think that's true. I think that you might be making things up, Irish Potato. If you are acting like someone else on Twitch, I don't think anyone would like that. That's not like a YouTube versus Twitch thing. Like, I think that if you go to any streamer anywhere and you change your name to that streamer's name, which I don't think you can do on Twitch, by the way. I think that if a username is taken, you can't use it. And then you start going to other people's streams pretending to be that person, and then you go back to the original streamer and you say, "Hey, I was pretending to be you and I went to all these different streams and I acted like I was you," they would not be happy with that, because you're speaking on their behalf even though you're not them, and you don't even like know them really. Archibald reminisces about the Saltiron War with Anna. This is a good character story. So when you use the character enough times, you get his little backstory on them.
Master Archibald, is there something on your mind?
Goddess be good. I must be getting on in years for you to be able to sneak up on me like that.
What troubles you?
I mean, Anna is my house spy, so you should be good at sneaking up on people.
I was only reminiscing. Indie days like these tend to blow my mind back a couple of decades or more.
Reminiscing about what?
The Saltiron War. Hard to believe it's been 30 whole years. Some days I almost forget my time as one of the Saintly Seven. I defended the Citadel of Sand through the conflict. I was there when Aesfrost attacked. A number of Rosellan prisoners who tried to escape the source were there too. Including Our Lady Frederica's dear mother.
Oh, okay. He knew about that the whole time?
She stayed behind all by herself to help the countless numbers of her fellow Roselle flee. That's how she was captured. But I knew we couldn't hold the Citadel. So I helped her and her friends escape in secret before the enemy attacked.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Man, Archibald is so sick.
The wind blew just as hard that night as it's blowing now. I'll never forget watching the Roselle, caked all over in mud as they slipped away into the dark.
So you didn't want innocents to get caught up in the coming battle?
It never settled right with me. The way the goddess's teachings permitted abuse of the Roselle for the supposed sins of their past. A person's life isn't worth more or less just because of the conditions of their birth. More than anything, I was moved by the selfless acts of Lady Frederica's mother. She reminded me of what I had once aspired to be. She was able to do what I never could. Risk her life to save her friends. I couldn't let someone like that die. Not on my watch. It wasn't long until the other Saintly Seven discovered
yeah,
what
he definitely
I'd
would
done.
have been kicked out of the Saintly Seven for
Branded
that.
me a traitor, stripped me of my title, and sentenced me to death. Of course, I slipped out of their clutches before they could have my head. I wandered for a while before taking up life as a merchant under the King of Glenbrook's patronage.
I never knew you and Lady Frederica's mother shared such a past.
Well, it is in the past. Anyway, let us return. This cold night wind is making my old bones ache something fierce.
That's a nice little backstory lore. He was actually the reason that Frederica's mother escaped, which is the only reason why she was able to make it to Aesfrost, which is the only way that Frederica could have been born. So, like, in a lot of ways, Archibald was pretty much the hero of this story. Yep, I do stream Ultimate. Viewer battles are on weekends, and offline battles with some of my coworkers are on weekdays. I might play some next weekend, I think. I'm not quite sure when I'll next play Smash Ultimate. It's kind of hard to juggle because I have so many games coming out that are so good. Yeah, we're all the way in chapter 13, so there's a lot of stuff that's pretty important here. I can show you, what's it called? Oops, nope, I don't want that. I want this. So if you could pause the stream and you can kind of like read through some of these bits that have happened over the course of the story. If you wanted to read and catch up on what happened. It won't take terribly long. But it's been a pretty wild ride up until now. Lots of political intrigue and whatnot. The game obviously is set up to have multiple different paths that end up taking you about to the same location at the end. And then when you catch up, we'll have done even more story stuff, so, you know, don't go back to live, because I'm about to watch these cutscenes right now. Alright, Sickris reports the theft in the archives to Gustadolf.
You have made a grave error in allowing thieves to raid the archives, Constable Sickris.
Forgive me. My guards gave chase as soon as they noticed intruders, but they'd already fled beyond our reach.
The head of Aesfrost Constabulary, charged with upholding the peace. His honest and orderly conduct has earned Gustadolf's favor.
What did they take?
Luckily, they were unable to gain entry to where we keep our more sensitive texts. All they were able to make off with was a single book penned by the late Lady Orlea.
Orlea? She left behind a message of sorts?
She'd bid it be passed on to Lady Frederica when she came of age, but it seems those wishes were forgotten.
Orlea is Frederica's mother, by the way. The concubine to the previous Archduke of Aesfrost.
Thalos or Erica must have hidden it from her. They derived no greater pleasure than from tormenting her. Do we know what was written in this book?
No. Storage records indicate it was protected by some arcane seal.
It must be of some significance, if she would go to such lengths to protect it from prying eyes.
I wonder who these intruders are.
Perhaps something to do with the Rosellan liberation, for which she fought so fiercely. Or perhaps it is not but a mother complaining to her daughter of a duchy they both despise.
Yeah, Frederica actually likes the duchy, by the way.
She'll send a party to hunt down the thieves at once.
She just didn't really
No
like
need.
Erica and Thalos.
Such ruffians are unlikely to be in the employ of our foe. No doubt they were simply looking to loot us to fill their own purses. It is more important that we dispose of Svarog and finish the Nell with all haste. Dispatch your soldiers there.
Who's the what's the Nell? I've never heard of that before. I know Svarog is Gustadolf's uncle and the lesser house of the royal family of Aesfrost.
Hi, Your Grace.
Alright. Under secret orders, Hewitt scouts the Telior domain with Flugi, or a missive arrives at Whiteholm Castle, informing Thalos and the others of the outcome of Erica's negotiation with Hyzante. Let's first see what Hewitt's up to. How's Jen's been treating me? Pretty well. He's helped me out with a lot of stuff, a lot of battles.
Benedict asked me to scout out Teliorn where the Aesfrosti soldiers are stationed.
I wish that his spring trap would cost 1 TP instead of 2, because otherwise I can't really keep the enemy continuously at bay with it as it currently is, unless he's like teamed up with Julio. But I guess it might be too powerful if you just could make sure that the enemy could never reach you every single turn. Just constantly throwing them off buildings and whatnot. The ladder is pretty useful. It opens up a lot of different strategies that I otherwise wouldn't be able to employ. I need to get better at getting rid of the ladder once I put it down so that the enemies can't follow me, because sometimes the enemy uses my own ladder and then I'm in a really bad predicament. If you ever need to switch them out to win the battle, it's understandable. Now, part of the challenge is actually using the characters that chat wants me to use, and making it work. It's like when all you have is a hammer, everything looks like a nail, right? So you want to just have a whole bunch of different strategies and come up with the best way to make it work.
But I hardly see any around. Why did he ask me to come here in the first place? I doubt it would matter in reclaiming the capital. But orders are orders. I should report back.
Into Whitehome Castle. Let's see how how Thalos reacts to us rejecting their decree.
Ah, tidings from Erica. She says Hyzante refused our final offer.
Obviously.
You seem surprised. There was no way Hyzante would agree to open the source.
Yeah, of course. Everyone knows that.
I know that. But the negotiations were meant to buy us time. Yet it seems their soldiers are already on the move. Damn it all! This wasn't supposed to happen.
If you play with fire, you get burned. Now we have no recourse but to meet them in battle without the Archduke.
So it has come to war, then?
We just have to beat them at their own game. Their newest saint is heading the vanguard. You must be delighted that a former retainer to the crown is coming to visit, right, Cordelia?
Enough, Thalos. I won't allow such impudence toward the Queen.
Queen? This child is nothing more than a puppet. And I believe the impotent one here is you, Avlora. A general has no right telling the Prime Minister what to do.
I had no idea the Prime Minister's job was to torment the weak.
Enough, General of Lore. I will answer the Prime Minister. As the Queen of Glenbrook, I shall protect my kingdom until my dying breath, no matter who may stand against me.
It appears your impudence is contagious, Avlora. Your charge knows not how powerless she is.
Worry not, Your Majesty. I shall protect you.
Is Avalor becoming a good person?
Because I am to wed the Archduke?
Because you are a warrior. One who does not give up, even if she must fight her battles alone. I was an orphan. I never knew my parents. I entered the army to make a place for myself. So I know better than anyone the pain of having to do everything on your own.
Allow me to bare my heart to you as well, General of Lore. As the last heir to the throne of Glenbrook, I do not intend to let Gustudolf have his way.
You mean to strike down the Archduke?
But I lack the power to do so. Have you heard of the Royalists? The aristocrats who were aid to my father.
I have. I also heard they secretly indulged in bribes and the like for personal gain. That man Patriot was cozying up to the Archduke not seconds after King Regna's beheading. Their kind knows no loyalty.
She's not wrong. Does Avalor still believe that Roland is dead? Yeah, everyone thinks that Roland is dead except for the Saintly Seven of Hyzante. Those are the only people that know, and obviously the domain or the retinue of House Wolffort.
Indeed. But Gustadolf has not given any of them a position in his court, so they have fallen on hard times. I want to ask Patriot and the other royalists for their help.
Are you mad? No doubt they would wholeheartedly embrace you as their symbol, but only for their own purposes.
That's what Gustadolf's doing already.
I understand that. But their years in service to the crown have earned them great influence in politics. I must have their support if I'm to reclaim Glenbrook.
Is it possible for you to rein them in?
Not alone. But with you, General of Laura, I can. They lack military might. If you accompany me, I could sway them to my cause. Please, General, lend me your strength.
Cordelia has matured so much over the course of the
As an
story.
Aesfrosti general, I simply cannot turn a deaf ear to what you have told me. Did you not think I would tell the Archduke of your plans?
Of course I did. But I refuse to stand idly by as a mere decoration. So if it meant earning your trust, I was willing to show you that I wish to protect Glenbrook by any means necessary.
You took a gamble.
I had to. For it is not status or reward that moves you.
So you bet on my honor, and refusal would sully my name forever. However, safeguarding the kingdom comes first. Fighting at your side will have to wait.
General of Laura!
A word of advice, Your Majesty. Both Hyzante and the Archduke are veterans of war.
Hold up. The Archduke is not a veteran of war. He was like a child when the Saltiron War came about. I wouldn't give him that much credit. Hyzante is definitely a veteran of war. Hey there, Iced Coffee Gaming. Welcome to the channel.
The fight will not be an easy one, and may rage on for many years.
Even so, I will not falter. I must do this. For my father and brothers.
An admirable resolve. One which I will see fulfilled. I shall be your sword and shield, my queen.
Thank you, General of Laura.
Okay. I mean, I always kind of liked Avlora. She seemed like a pretty cool person. Unfortunately, she did kill Sir Maxwell, but she was under orders to do so. So, like, you can't really blame her that much for it. She also did kill Prince Franny, who wasn't a very nice person anyway, but, you know, again, she was under orders for that. But she did stand up against Gustadolf and protected Cordelia. So, like, you know, she's just kind of loyal to whoever she happens to be serving. And even, like, don't want to say that, like, you know, it's not like a Pokemon, right? Where, like, if you have a Pokemon that's owned by a bad person, then it's bad, and you have a Pokemon owned by a good person, it's good. Because she did actually protest a couple of times when Gustadolf told her to do certain things. So she has like some amount of honor and respect and, you know, willingness to follow orders. $500 left, huh? What did he just say? Truth be told, I trained Anna some years back. Didn't have much of a choice. She was shy, that one. But she would never take no for an answer. Actually, I did know that because we found that out in Anna's personal story. But that's the first time that Archibald has brought that up in his own, like, vendor message. In fact, he actually has a whole new group of messages now. Yeah, like, all this stuff is new. Alright, now he's just repeating himself. Will I get the Anna thing again? No. Okay, he's just cycling between two of them now. I'm glad that I caught that and was able to read it. Now that I've had Corentin's character story, does he have any text now? Yes, he actually does. Okay. Cool. So now I know that they'll say extra things when we've heard their story. And we also need to talk to Narv. That's actually everyone so far. Did I get Time Child? Probably not. No. Alright, the party decides how to use the new weapon gifted to them by Hyzante.
I apologize, but are you suggesting we destroy the dam around Telior Reservoir to start a flood?
The capital city was built on the banks of the Norzelia River.
We definitely are not doing that. Absolutely not.
Breaking the dam surrounding Lake Telior upstream will allow us to submerge a majority of the city.
With all those innocent people?
Flooding the town will throw their army into disarray, which should allow us to take the place by storm.
Lake Telior is a man-made reservoir. You might be able to burst through with a blast crystal.
Huette scouted the area earlier and reported seeing very few sentries. Proof enough that this is outside the Archduke's calculations.
No. The damage will be too great.
Yeah, we need the reservoir after the war is over, for one thing. We'd have to rebuild the dam. We'd have to unflood the city. We'd need to deal with the housing damages, the people that would be dead.
The means would not justify the end, Benedict.
Benedict is always trying to, like, sacrifice an entire economy for a slight advantage in an upcoming battle.
We cannot afford to lose.
He wanted me to burn down my entire village.
I agree with Roland. There is already far too much blood on our hands.
Unsurprisingly, Frederica completely agrees with me. Basically, we're morally aligned, apparently, because we've agreed on every single choice in this game so far. Wonder what the one thing that we're going to disagree on will be.
Perhaps it's worth speaking with the people and gaining their understanding.
Unless we reclaim Glenbrook, it's unlikely they'll understand or support our actions. We must take the capital back, and show our strength and resolve first.
So that means you stand by Benedict, then?
If we have a sure shot at winning, we need to take it. No matter the consequences.
Uh-oh. So we see those three are on one side. We need to have Gila and Huette give an opinion.
We can't lose the war. We just can't.
Telior Reservoir is the kingdom's water source. The dam was constructed to protect the people from floods. I doubt they would ever forgive us should we choose to destroy it for war.
Alright, so Hewitt's on our side, good. Gila's
Glenbrook
undecided.
thrives because of that water, and to use it otherwise is inexcusable. Brute strength isn't the only way to reclaim the city. We can strike at night and defeat their commanding officers. There are ways to slip into the castle unseen.
Roland should know, because he does it all the time.
If you have used it before, there is a chance it has been sealed off since.
There is more than one route. You needn't worry.
So you mean not to use the blast crystal?
No, I do. After we sneak in, we can sink Aesfrost's warship.
Oh, I like that plan.
It would close off their escape route.
Our first priority should be ensuring the people's safety. We cannot allow them to be taken hostage. It would restrict our options as well.
She's got a point. But how do we take the capital back after that?
What got you into gaming, and what is the first game you remember playing? So probably what got me into gaming was my older brother. My older brother's like 10 years older than I am, and he was like already well into gaming, so that's all him. So by the time I was old enough to understand what gaming was, I already had access to a Sega Genesis, a Neo Geo Color, or a Neo Geo Pocket, I mean. Super Nintendo, although I wasn't really allowed to play the Super Nintendo very much. And like, you know, most of his hand-me-down games, so I played like a whole bunch of games that I didn't understand at all, like Altered Beasts and Space Harrier 3 and Eternal Champions, Alien Storm, and Phantasy Star 4. But the first game I remember playing was Sonic the Hedgehog 2, and I think that one was actually because with my brother and sister, my brother would always be player 1, my sister would be player 2, and she never got to be player 1. So when I was old enough to like follow instructions, she basically made me player 2, and so the first character I played as was Tails from Sonic the Hedgehog 2, and she got to be player 1. Pretty great experience. It's like one of those like what is that thing called? Inside Out? Is that the Pixar movie? One of those core memories of sitting down in what eventually it did not end up being a place that had a television, but I remember where my grandmother's house the television was and me sitting next to my sister. It's good stuff. But I probably could have been like into really anything, I suppose, because like I played a number of sports as well growing up, and like I pretty much did a little bit of everything, but it just so happened that video games were the easiest thing for me to stick to. My first game that I asked for and got myself was Pokemon Red, and along with a Game Boy Color. So if you want to count that as my first console, then you know that could count that as my first console. Otherwise, my first actual console that I explicitly asked for myself and we got because I wanted it was the Nintendo 64, followed by the Sega Dreamcast, and then GameCube. Even though, I mean, I'm glad that I did get the Dreamcast, but my brother did warn me that the Dreamcast was already dying and they were not going to be making any more games for it, and that I should definitely not get it and I should wait for the PS2 instead. But it was too late, because like, what was it? I think for my... I'm trying to get the years straight here. I think that for my 12th birthday, my father rented a Sega Dreamcast, and the people that I had over at the party, we all got to play Sonic Adventure. And it was mostly just like the first level or two over and over again, Emerald Coast. But like, that was a mind-blowing experience. Because like, everything was so smooth, and like Sonic Adventure, that plays well even today still. Like, I mean, it probably doesn't play as well as it could, because like there are obviously better looking games and better controlling games out there, but it like plays well enough. Like, it's like the first modern game in my memory that like I can still play and be like, oh yeah, this is how a video game should feel like. If you think about something like Super Mario 64, where it only has like 4 camera angles, like that's kind of terrible. But like, you actually had the trigger buttons on this Dreamcast that let you like freely move the camera around. This is before we had a right stick where we could move the camera that way. But you know, that was like good enough. Like, that's kind of my cutoff for modern versus classic games, is the Dreamcast. My first game I remember playing is Sonic 1 on the Sega Genesis. I played Sonic the Hedgehog 1 many years after the fact, and I can tell you that game is terrible. Like, having started with Sonic the Hedgehog 2 and I played Sonic the Hedgehog 2, Sonic and Knuckles. We didn't have Sonic the Hedgehog 3, and then like Sonic Adventure and so on. Not being able to spin dash or like peel out or anything like that was completely detrimental. Like, it's like a completely different game. You actually have to already be moving and then press down in order to like build up speed. If you want to go up a hill, you basically have to like run in the other direction and then like run and gain momentum and whatnot. Marble Hill Zone, or like whatever that second zone is after Green Hill. The game is absolutely terrible. It's so bad. Like, I can still play Sonic the Hedgehog 2 to this day, but if I were to try to play Sonic the Hedgehog 1, I'd put it down, pretty much. Like, I can't do it. There are certain games that are like that. Metroid, I finally played Metroid after many years. Metroid is a terrible game, I can't do it. Sonic the Hedgehog 1, terrible game, can't do it. Some of those old games are still fine, like Super Mario Bros. That's fine. Like, you know, you can't go too wrong with hold the B button and jump and whatnot. But just certain games from back then, like, even if they were mind-blowing at the time, you can't play them today. They're not good enough to be played. That's why I went and bought Metroid Zero Mission, so that I could still have the whole story of the Metroid franchise on the channel, but I wouldn't have to play Metroid, the original. Yeah, their little game.
We could use the blast crystal to destroy the bridge connecting the town and the castle. The enemies would be stuck within the walls.
Oh, there are 3 choices here. That's very interesting. So we got 3 people that want to destroy the reservoir, and then 1 person that wants to destroy the bridge connecting the castle to the town, and another person destroying the Aesfrost warship.
That would certainly mitigate the damages to the citizens.
I kind of like this one as well. What's the downside for that?
If we encircle the castle, we could negotiate with them.
We could ask them to yield, free Glenbrook, and re-establish the trade between our nations. I am certain we can find a way to make both parties agree.
I assume you were talking about Sonic the Hedgehog 1991? Yeah. Although there is another Sonic the Hedgehog that was on Game Gear that's actually even worse than Sonic the Hedgehog on the Genesis. Because, like, imagine, like, how bad the first Sonic the Hedgehog was, and then put it on a small handheld screen where you can't see anything. And then with worse like frame rate as well because it's like a weaker console.
Negotiate.
Roland does not want to negotiate. He wants to fight.
I understand your thoughts and the wishes held therein.
Bring out the scales.
Allow me to ask once more. Shall we shatter the dam around Lake Telior and flood the town? Sneak in under the guise of night, sink their ships, and slay their commanding officers? Or destroy the bridge, safeguard the people, and negotiate with the enemy? Fetch the scales. It is time we decide our path.
This is the first time that we have a three-way decision to make. We now have three paths before us, each with their own merits and shortcomings. But which one will lead House Wolffort to victory? I like everything except for the flood, destroy the dam, flood the city. Like, that's just like obviously a bad idea. I mean, it would probably be the easiest combat mission for us to do because everyone would be like out of commission. There wasn't anything shining there. How was I supposed to see that? You've been out and about quite often lately. Is something amiss? Can't help but notice the comings and goings of Hyzante's soldiers. Something about it bodes ill. You don't trust the Hyzante soldiers? I suppose you wouldn't. You know, if they gave us 2 of those crystals, that would solve a lot of problems. Like, we could destroy the bridge and the ships, and then we'd be like in a really good, strong position. I shall accompany you wherever you go. I'm sure my knowledge of the Elfric will be of great service to you. We return from scouting the capital. Chrono City is teeming with Aesfrost soldiers. It appears that a second force led by General Avlor is defending Whiteholm Castle. So Aesfrost has soldiers stationed throughout the city and around the castle. The latter led by General Avlor no less. I doubt a full frontal attack would work in our favor. It's definitely worth considering when we make our strategy. I heard that Elfric is still in development and only a few people are privy to its details. According to the rumors, the blast could blow a hole straight through the castle wall. Is really such a thing bring such into battle? Elfric is still in development. Are they hoping to use this battle to test its powers? There's a chance we're exposing people to greater dangers than we thought. We must consider its placement very carefully. My uncle's a soldier, but he's always busy these days. Haven't been able to talk to him at all. I sure hope that we pick up some money off the ground, because we are super broke. How perfect. Exactly what I was looking for. Black anklet. Nope, I don't want to go into the encampment. It's gonna have to wait for it to load and whatnot. Increase the strength, magic, physical defense, and magic defense, but deals damage at the start of your turn. So that's an increase of 3 to all stats, actually. That is a lot. I don't know how much damage it does to you. But I feel like Roland could handle this because he heals every time he kills an enemy, and he kills a lot of enemies. Like, whoever equips this would be like the strongest character that I have. If I had an ability to increase my what's it called? If I had the like a regen ability, then this would be really useful. It'd be not too bad on Narv because he has the ability to heal himself. If I give this to Piccoletta, does the decoy get those stat increases as well? Hasabara would be not too bad either of a character to use it for. Because she has lots of HP. I'm gonna give it to her for now. See how it goes. Roland's wanted poster. My reserves are still stocked, but I do not know how long that will last. Duchy's trade embargo has me worried, to say the least. The soldiers look like they're preparing for something. Is another big battle on the horizon? The Hyzantean soldiers were bringing relief supplies. Look like they're ready for war too. Scouts we sent to the capital returned a few moments ago. Our preparations are continuing apace, but I worry about sharing the field with Hyzantean troops. I came here hoping to bring my aunt to live with me in the capital. Aesfrost's invasion took me by surprise, but life's been easier since. Oh, really? We can enjoy the freedom of trade and no longer have to give offerings to the crown. The people living in the Crown City aren't suffering as much as I thought they'd be. Oh, but you know, that's actually a good point. Aesfrost has been basically able to just, like, leave them be. They haven't really been torturing the people. So it wouldn't be that bad of an idea to just, like, destroy the ships. What's the point of having this house not be burned down if I don't get items when I come in here? After the duchy made their declaration, the Holy State stopped shipping salt. Merchants can no longer trade their salt in the capital either. I thought I saw something shining over there. A wind amulet. My niece came back from the Crown City. She said they're more Aesfrosti than ever. More Aesfrosti soldiers than ever. Cat. Sold out. Okay, so it's the same. What's it called? Oh, but now he has amulets though, and I need to get that amulet somehow. Can I sell things? I need to come up with 2,000 in order to get that. I don't really have enough. I could get rid of this, that wouldn't really help me that much. This one's not so good either. There we go. Speed amulet. Alright, who needs to be even faster? This is actually a much better way of equipping these things. Oh man, it's so hard coming up with enough money to do all that. It's actually not that difficult. There's like literally infinite battles that you can do. But like, since I only do every battle once, I've made it difficult for myself. I actually don't know what I want to do here. Like, I feel like the fact that the people in the Crown City are kind of not being bothered by the Aesfrost army right now means that we don't really have to go through that much effort to keep them safe, because they already are safe. And the fact that the Aesfrost soldiers are already in the capital. Not in the capital. The Aesfrost soldiers are actually already within the Crown City. So even if we destroy the bridge and get rid of Avalora being in the castle and we try to negotiate with her, there still are soldiers within the castle, or not within the castle, within the castle town. So that's no good. I think that honestly the best thing to do would be to take Roland's route and attack the generals at night time. Since the fall of House Falks and Tellior, many of the people have fled here to Wolffort, and refugees from the Crown City have also come to live within our domain. It's not uncommon to hear fights breaking out between them and people of Wolffort. What should we do? Our domain can only support so many people. Why not convince them to look to Hyzante for refuge? No? These people have nowhere to go. We will accept them with open arms, probably. We will prioritize the happiness of our people. To do so, we must regrettably ask the problematic individuals to leave. Alright, these people have nowhere to go. That was an easy choice. Very well, but I should warn you that our domain resources will soon run dry, and the people's discontent continues to grow. I understand, but before either of those reach their limit, I shall bring Aesfrost to its knees. Understood, my lord. Leave the issue of the refugees with us. How's your father doing? The people are worried. We haven't heard anything about his health for some time now. Actually, I do like this last one. I appreciate your concern, but you needn't worry. My father is the strongest man I've ever known. Doubtless he'll be back on his feet in no time. Have a good night, Alex. I look forward to that day already. I have the utmost faith in Lord Simone. But I forget myself. You must be so busy. I apologize for detaining you. Please don't apologize. I'm happy to know that the people care about my father so. Lord Simone is a true hero to us all, not because he brought the Saltiron War to its end, but simply because he has the heart of gold and walks astride his people. Thank you. Now that my father knew I could ask for better people. Alright, we're going to talk to everyone else one more time, just to see if there's anything extra we got. Because sometimes talking to people after you talk to other people means that they have new things to say and possibly more information for you. That's the merchant. Silly me. Alright, so I've made up my mind. Because the people seem to be fine, and because there are already soldiers in the city already, we're going to go with Roland's plan. We're going to destroy the escape route of the Aesfrost soldiers and kill their commanding officers at night, and then put them into chaos. Oh no. Booting at Breath of the Wild, first thing that happens is Link dies in a cold lake due to drift. I'd say that like the next time you're committed yourself to buying a game, don't buy that game and instead buy a Pro Controller. It's actually life-changing. I did it months and months ago. Like I did it right before. I did it during my Final Fantasy IX playthrough. That's about how long ago that was. And like, pretty much I used the Pro Controller for everything. It's like such a superior controller to Joy-Con. I literally never use the Joy-Con anymore. Hey there, TL Baker. Welcome to the stream. Good to see you again. Alright, let's get to convincing people what we need to do here. We'll put a save point here. We're going to go with whatever decision we end up getting. So we're not going to like try to save scum or anything like that. But we actually have a way of messing things up actually. Because if we, let's say that we accidentally, so let's say we talk to someone in the yellow zone, right? And we're trying to convince them to go to red, but we accidentally talk them into going green, accidentally. So now we're in a really bad position because usually we only need to get, you know, one person to vote one way. Although we could, this is actually the first time we could have a tie. We could actually have we could have 3 people want to go for the destroy the bridge and trap the enemy in the castle, then negotiate, and 3 people go for infiltrate the castle, launch a surprise attack, then destroy the duchy's warships, and then 1 person want to go into here, destroy the dam, and wash away the troops in the crown city. So I'm not going to try to go for that, but that's a very interesting thing that could happen. I don't know what the game will do if the tie happens. Alright, first let's like convince these 2 of their terrible idea of not doing it, because this is the only bad option. Like if I can convince them to not blow up the dam, then that's the way to go.
Lord.
Negotiating would only grant the enemy reprieve, and there's a high chance that Queen Cordelia has revealed the secret tunnels to the enemy. I don't think that's true. We would certainly deal a heavy blow to Aesfrost by flooding the city. Using the secret passages in Frederica Castle is the soundest course of action. I'd have better chance talking to a stone wall. Wow. My convictions are not strong enough to change Benedict's will. We're gonna try it anyway. Even if Aesfrost knows the tunnel, they won't be expecting anyone to use them. That's a terrible, terrible statement. Tunnels are a royal family secret. I highly doubt Queen Cordelia would have divulged them to anyone. Or, Aesfrost needs their ships for both travel and transport. It would do us well to destroy them at the soonest opportunity. What is Benedict going to want me to say here? Like, this is, like, I highly doubt. I don't think that they'll be expecting it, like... Those are all just presumptions by me. This is the only one that is like an actual tactical advantage here. Because if we flood the city, wouldn't they just get on their boats and then, you know, go away?
Interesting indeed.
The Duchy's warships are troublesome indeed, and Aesfrost is adept at ships and naval warfare. Even if my plan were to succeed, there's a chance that the great number of enemies still would escape using these vessels. In which case, it would be better to take them by surprise.
I am decided.
I understand your argument. But to perfect a plan, one must consider from all angles. Let's continue our discussion. Taking the enemy's surprise will grant us swift victory and reduce the burden of the people. The more time our plan takes, the more likely Queen Cordelia will be taken hostage. If we sneak into the castle, however, we may be able to help her escape. Allowing harm to befall the crown city of the castle, and the castle would sully House Wolffort's honor and of the 3 high houses. We should avoid flooding the city if we can avoid it. He's pretty much convinced that we need to do that, though. We gotta do this top one, probably. So you've taken everything into consideration, even how this plan may affect the governance hereafter. As a tactician, my thoughts are focused solely on winning the battle, but as leader, you must think of much more. I see where you stand, Lord Serenoa. I am sure your father would agree with you are worthy lord of your house.
I may have to consult the others.
Thank you. You made your stance abundantly clear. I think that's as good as I'm going to get on that one. Now let's try to convince Anna.
Yes, sir.
You may be everybody be well aware of the tunnels, but no one is anticipating a flood. That is true. That would be a very surprised thing there. The capital is swarming with Aesfrosti soldiers. We must prepare ourselves to make sacrifices if we are to reclaim the city. Let's use the secret passages. So you share Prince Roland's thoughts, even though Aesfrost might know about the tunnels. Only the royal family knows about the tunnels. There is no way Queen Cordelia has revealed their location. The flood will destroy the crown city, whereas stealing into the castle would spare the people harm. I can think of no better at covert operations than you, Anna. The enemy is scattered throughout the city and castle. Inside Whiteholm, a small and elite force would have the advantage over numbers. I like both of these. The flood would destroy both of them, but we need a covert operation.
Indeed.
I see. You already know where the enemy is situated. It is as you say, numbers would be not in the castle's narrow passageways. We would certainly use them to our advantage. Even if we were met with General Valora's forces, we would fight them on equal footing.
I need time.
Though the plan is hardly foolproof, I suppose it's worth considering. It didn't take her very much to consider that.
Say.
Flooding the city will leave the people with nowhere to live. Frederica's plan hinges on how the enemy responds. We can win if we sneak into the castle and slay the Aesfrosti commanders. Only Cordelia and I are privy to the secret passages. I'm not going to persuade you. Eridor is undecided. Hewitt thinks. Prince Roland wishes to defeat Aesfrosti commanders who unjustly occupy Whiteholm Castle. I see this plan as proof of his resolve. As a member of the Kingsguard, I intend to help him see him through. Funny that that question came up. Yeah. When you asked me the question, I actually was checking to see whether that trivia question had come up, because sometimes people try to catch me with that and just like ask for the answers like a bunch of cheaters, but you were fine.
Ah, yes?
Benedict's plan gives us the surest path to victory, but it would incur great damages to the capital, and Prince Roland's plan is far too dangerous to gamble. Call me naive, but I believe Frederica's plan would be the best for us all. Using the secret passage is the best way to... I'm curious to see why you would go with Prince Roland's plan. Now, Gila seems like, because she's a healer, you would think like that she's all like less reduced harm and whatnot, but she's not always like that, though. Let's destroy their ships now to aid us in future battles.
Yes, I see.
If you reclaim the castle, our fight with Aesfrost will continue, and by sinking their warships, we would most certainly deal a heavy blow to their military might. Joining them now would be our best interest indeed.
I require some time to think.
There's much more to consider with Prince Roland than I originally thought. Lastly, Frederica. This will be my first time disagreeing with her.
Serenoa.
Nation cannot exist without a people. We cannot risk exposing the very people to any more hardships than they have already endured. If we explode the bridge, we can isolate the castle. The people will be spared from our battle. See, the thing is, they actually won't be. Because the soldiers are also in the Crown City as well. We have successfully infiltrated the castle with tunnels before. No doubt we can do it again. His plan is simple and relies solely on House Wolffort to reclaim the city, as opposed to us having to negotiate afterwards.
Surely.
Indeed, General Valora is unlikely to give up so easily, even if we have the castle surrounded. And a soldier as experienced as she is likely to have a few tricks up her sleeve. I doubt negotiations will go so smoothly. If the battle draws on, the people will suffer. It may avail us to end this fight as swiftly as possible.
I need a moment to think.
Thank you, I know where I stand. Alright, last one is the undecided Eredor. Destroying the dam is the best shot at winning the battle. The enemy wouldn't know what hit him. But there's no denying that the other plans have their merits too. Should go with our best bet, consider the other options. So interestingly enough, this one should listen to reason. So like these top two give me this one should listen to reason, but the bottom one actually will take effort. So let's try to sway him. So you'd go with Prince Roland's plan, huh? What makes you so sure? Infiltrating the castle is proof of Roland's resolve as a member of the royal family, and as his vassal I wish to stand beside him. The Duchy's warships are a troublesome force to be reckoned with. It would avail us to destroy them as soon as opportunity. So Eredor does have a sense of honor. So do I appeal to a sense of honor? But he's also like my general at arms. Do I appeal to a strategic sense? I think I'm going to appeal to his honor here. Yeah, he doesn't really like that. I know what you mean, lad, and I think it's admirable that you want to support him. But if we sneak in, it'll be a few of us against a lot of them. It's a risky gambit, any way we look at it.
Tough spot we're in.
You have my eyes to the merits of Prince Roland's plan. It gives me a lot to think about. He appears indifferent to your plea. Whoops. Alright, I should not have appealed to his honor. Noted for next time. Voting phase.
It is time to cast our votes. In which strategy do we entrust the future of Glenbrook? Approach the scales of conviction with your token at the ready.
On this, I cannot be swayed.
Oh, man. I do think your plan is a bad one, but the best one, but just not the best one for the circumstances. So I didn't sway Benedict.
Even still.
Wait, I didn't convince Frederica either? That's no good.
I agree wholeheartedly.
Oh, thank goodness. Alright, so we got 3 for my vote, for my plan now. So now I just need to worry about a tie. If I failed to convince Anna, then we have a 2-way tie.
I agree.
Okay, we convinced Anna. We get the majority.
Forgive me, lad.
Oh, man. My negotiation skills severely lacking.
The scales of conviction will illuminate the path we've chosen.
Four to 2 to 1. All right. We go and destroy a warship.
The way forward is decided. We infiltrate the castle via the hidden passage and take the enemy by surprise.
You will steal into the castle and defeat their commanding officers. I see. So Wolffort chooses to walk a wicked path. That makes you no different than Aesfrost.
Not really.
We do not regret the choice we have made.
Then it is time to see it done. It may very well be our best chance at victory. I must return to Hyzante and see Minister Kamsel. Next we meet, you will have both of our armies at your backs.
You have my thanks.
We cannot afford to lose this fight. For Norzelia.
I thought this battle was for Glenbrook.
This is not a simple struggle for power, Minister Serenoa. The goddess, the source, iron? The war of 30 years ago comes back to haunt us because the old cling to relics of the past. Norzelia needs to be born anew.
He wants to make one single nation, but who gets to be the controller of it?
Right now, the people of every nation are searching for a young standard bearer to guide them.
A standard bearer?
Yes, people like you and me.
And Lila's
this
right
war
there.
is a fine opportunity for us to show our worth to Norzelia.
The last time someone told us that the future of Norzelia is in the hands of the youth, it was Dragan, and things didn't work out too well for him. So I hope that things work out well for Exarm. Anyway, that's the end of the chapter and the end of the stream. If you enjoyed it, be sure to leave a like. If you want to see more from me in the future, be sure to subscribe. Tomorrow we'll be playing more of this Triangle Strike. We'll be doing chapter 13 part 2. And then we'll just go on from there. I'm going to update the title here because we didn't finish the whole chapter in one sitting. Tomorrow likely we have combat, so it'll be very interesting to see that. But yeah, thanks for watching everyone. Have a good night. And I'll see you next time. Take care and goodbye.